9 runs from the over. It's 4 for 1. 9 runs from the over. It's 4 for 195. Time now for us to cross to Flemington for race 5, which is distance of 3,200 metres. To call the race, John Russell.
Over onto the rails, followed by Tour Joy. Dropping in behind them, then came Caravilla's Son as they raced down onto the course proper, followed by Legion. A length and a half Devices. Right over on the outside, one of the greys is going up towards the lead. That's Bell Triumph being followed by Vision. And Dinsky is just in behind them, followed by Hip Flask as they race down the straight. Carawin getting back in the field, followed by Fun Verdict, and Ken Ramos a long way back, and Star Cheers is one of the tail enders with Tour Joy, and Russian Rogues about fourth last. Coming down the straight the first time, and the outside of Classic Music goes to the front. About a length to Delmar on the inside of Legion. Just in behind them, Dinsky, followed by Bell Triumph. A length to Just Zam. Out 4 deep, then over on the outside, Hip Flask, followed by He's a Guy and Caravilla's Son. A length and a half to Tour Joy. They're followed by London Bridge, is now one off the fence as they go past the judge. A length and a half further back then came Devices on the outside of Skilmer, followed by Botham, Trick and Treater. Over on the inside is Mr. Sulu, and he was followed by Rich Dreams and Vision. Out 3 deep to Can Rama. Russian Rogues a long way back, so is Cara Win. They're followed by Star Cheers, who's second last on the inside of Fun Verdict, and Tourniche is last of all. A well strung out field going along the side, 1900 to go. Classic Music by a half length in advance of Dinsky. A length to Legion now in the box seat on the inside of He's a Guy. Out a bit deeper on the track is Hip Flask, followed by Delmar, Caravilla's Son and Bell Triumph. A length away Tour Joy. They're followed by Just Sam, who's on the outside of both of them, and going around them is London Bridge. A length and a half further back then is Skilmer, being followed closely by Devices, Trick and Treat, Cara Winner, Mr. Sulu at the head of the others, followed by Rich Dreams and Fun Verdict. Around the outside, Ken Ramoa. Russian Rogue still well back in field, so is the other Tasmanian Star Cheers, and last of all is Tourniche. Round the back they go, 1,400 metres left to go, and here's a change in the lead where Hip Flask has gone up fast on the outside to tackle Dinsky. Legion is getting a beautiful run just behind them, a length and a half to Delmar. He's a Guy taking closer order. They're followed then by Caravilla's Son over on the inside of Bell Triumph, followed by Devices, Fun Verdict around the outside. London Bridge is next, and Trick and Treat going forward. So is Vision, followed by Tour Joy, a length and a half to both of Mr. Sulu. Rich Dreams around the outside, gaining ground, followed next by Can Ramo, a length and a half then to Star Cheers. Skilmer's a long way back in the field, and they were followed by Tourniche as they come up in the direction of the home turn with about 900 metres left to go, where Legion is getting up along the inside to go to the front, with Delmar putting himself in the picture, and deeper on the track is Fun Verdict, and they're followed then by Caravilla's Son, and Vision on the outside, and Rich Dreams has made a very fast move, followed by Devices. Bell Triumph is next, right off the track. Russian Rogue followed by Star Cheers as they round the home turner, and London Bridge into the straight. They race 500 metres left to go. Delmar takes the lead with Legion, who can't go on at the moment. Fun Verdict is under the whipper now. Here comes London Bridge on the outside, putting in his claim, and Rich Dreams is deeper on the track. Mr. Sulu and Star Cheers from a long way back. Delmar was the leader as they come down to the 250. London Bridge on the outside is coming at him strongly, and Rich Dreams is finishing on well, followed by Fun Verdict. London Bridge on the outside, and Delmar are fighting it out. London Bridge has taken the lead with 100 to go. Rich Dreams is storming home down the outside. London Bridge is the leader. London Bridge the favourite, Too Good in the Duke of Norfolk, and London Bridge won it well. London Bridge by a length and a half. Rich Dreams is second, third is Delmar. They're followed by Fun Verdict, and then Tourniche, who made up a heap of ground from Cara Winner, Mr. Sulu and Star Cheers, and back behind them both of them and Trick and Treater, and then Devices, followed by Skilmer, Caravilla's Son from Hip Flask, and Bell Triumph. Legion finished a long way back, followed by Tour Joy, and the last home of the main division there, Just Sam. There's a riderless one in the field. Dinsky, obviously that rider came off at the top of the straight. Dinsky's finished well back, and where are the others? Might have been Russian Rogue. Can't see him in the field. Vision has walked over the line, and so have Classic Music, and He Is a Guy has finished about 300 metres behind the winner.
So it's 4 for 207.
On that?
No, I'm so caught up in this little contest. No time for that sort of thing. One ball to go. What an inning.
It's the Tui's Canterbury Guineas, and your caller is Johnny Tapp.
Thank you, Richie. From Eden Park in Auckland to Canterbury Park in Sydney, where the big one is coming up, the Tui's Canterbury Guineas, one of the traditional lead-up races to the AJC Derby to be run on April the 18th. A lot of these 3-year-olds are on trial at a middle distance, and it'll be interesting to see those that handle it from a Derby viewpoint. Big Dreams is at 7 to 2. He would have been shorter in the market had it not been for a very adverse barrier draw. Naturalism at 3 to 1 on the win tote. Viander Cross is at 8 to 1. Now, the Western Australian Heroicity at 5-2. He ran a great first up race here in Sydney in the Hobartville Stakes. Ready to Explode at 14. Now, then a bunch of long-priced ones. In fact, the shortest of the remainder looks to be number 7, Sub-Zero, showing odds of 14-1, and all of the others are at cricket score odds. Now, the line's taking good shape. We wait on Ready to Explode, Viander Cross, and on the extreme outside, Silk Ali is moving into line. Silk Ali, ridden by Gavin Eads, is drawn on the extreme outside of the field. Bar 1, Viander Cross, actually has that extreme outside gate. Starter Billy Dale coming over now to release the field as Viander Cross goes up on the outside of them, and they look to be all set for the Tui's Canterbury Guineas. Mango's Lunch in barrier 9 is facing up squarely for Grant Cooksley. Zinders stands well. Coolong Road's fidgety, so is My Diamond Rouge. Sub-Zero has the inside gate. Often running in the Guineas. Pretty good start with Western Showdown bustled out of the machine. His rider is keen to lead. Heroicity began well, and so did Sub-Zero. Coming across from the outside, Ready to Explode, and Ma Mer. Zinders is there, and Big Dreams is out very, very wide with Cassidy trying to get in as they come down to the judge the first time, and Ma Mer is a narrow leader over Western Showdown on the fence, running third. Ready to Explode. Big Dreams 4 deep to the first turn, followed by Zinders, My Diamond Rouge, and Heroicity right on the fence behind the leading division. At the head of the others then as they go out of the straight is Sub-Zero. Further back in the field then is Naturalism, who's racing pretty wide out of the straight, and then Coolong Road and Viander Cross. Further back then came Mango's Lunch, and Silk Ali is last, and Mac Robert in front of about 5 to the back. And Western Showdown just led Big Dreams, who had to kick up to avoid being trapped deep, and now Cassidy is easing back about 2 lengths off the leader. Running third, Ready to Explode, followed by My Diamond Rouge, a length away Ma Mer. Then Naturalism 3 deep from his wide gate, being allowed to go forward, and here's another one, Silk Ali taking off in a race of changes. At the head of the others, Zinders, followed by Viander Cross, and Heroicity is now being pushed back. In fact, he got tightened slightly there, followed by Mango's Lunch and Sub-Zero, and then Mac Robert, and last Coolong Road as they start the run up the hill. And Silk Ali has raced away at the 600 mark, opened up a lead of 3 lengths on My Diamond Rouge, followed by Big Dreams. Naturalism having a pretty hard run. Western Showdown losing ground. Viander Cross is coming into it strongly. A gap then to Ready to Explode under pressure, followed by Heroicity, taken away from the fence, but giving these leaders a big start as they come around the corner, where Silk Ali is the leader over Big Dreams, Naturalism, and Viander Cross down the extreme outside, coming to the 200 mark, and wide out it's Viander Cross getting to the lead over Naturalism. They've shaken off Big Dreams. Viander Cross has got the better of Naturalism close to home and is racing away and scores a top win in the Guineas. Viander Cross came away to win it a bit more than a length to Naturalism. Third's pretty tight. Heroicity, I think, just in front of Big Dreams. Close up Sub-Zero, Mac Robert, then Ready to Explode, followed by Coolong Road, My Diamond Rouge, Mango's Lunch, Silk Ali weakened out of it, and then Zinders and Western Showdown, and Absolute is Ma Mer.
Back to Richie.
Okay, the winner, and an effortless winner too, is Viander Cross to pay odds of 850 and 280 as we go back to Eden Park and Richie Benaud.
Some consolation there for New Zealand with Viander Cross getting up number 3 to win the Canterbury Guineas, sponsored by Tui's. Well, back here at Eden Park, this is what happened
to retain that grid spot. Well, Charles Stewart caught up with Michael after his practice session this morning.
Michael, fastest time again has become...
4 tyres now, Jackie. We're going to do a bit of 4-legged racing at Canterbury. Right now, it's race 7. Here is Johnny Tapp.
Good on you, Ken. We're coming into the second leg of the Daily Double in Sydney, the Canterbury Cup, in which we have a well-balanced field and a pretty good representation from interstate and New Zealand. Top weight is Braschi, trained by David Hayes, and he is a Group 1 winner in France and was placed 3rd in an Irish Derby as a 3-year-old. Braschi, a place getter at Flemington recently, and he moves up now into barrier 7. Now just waiting for Century Rain to go up wide out on the track, and they're about set for a start in the Tui's Canterbury Cup. They look good now. Braschi in gate 7. Starter Billy Dale onto his stand, has the button, and they're about to break. They look good now. Lights flashing on top. Just Tommy Fidgety Gates open, off in the cup. Slow to move Fire Oak, who came out clear last and beginning quickly. Wayer's Delight is heading straight for the lead over 4 Fun. Close up on the outside is Just Tommy and Stylish Sensory, whose rider looks keen to be in behind today, followed by Cremon Glaze and then Surf Patrol to the judge. And Wayer's Delight is taken on by Just Tommy. 4 Fun on the inside of Stylish Sensory, followed by Cremon Glaze on the outside of Surf Patrol. A gap to Our Maniva, then Sensory Rain, followed by Brashy and Red Chase from Il Sorbo and Just a Dancer. And about 3 lengths away last after a slow start is Fire Oak. Wayer's Delight held well together, led about 3/4 to Just Tommy. 4 Fun is third on the inside of Stylish Sensory, who's starting to pull now, followed by Surf Patrol and close handy Cremon Glaze, and further back Our Maniva. Sensory Rain on his outside, about 2 to Brashy, followed by Just a Dancer, Red Chase and then Il Sorbo, and Fire Oak as last as they head to the back. It's Wayer's Delight in front, about a neck to Just Tommy. Stylish Sensory has been pulling hard and Ken Russell's letting him stride now. 4 Fun in 4th spot, followed by Cremon Glaze and Surf Patrol. A gap to Sensory Rain, Our Maniva, followed by Just a Dancer. Further back in the field then as they go down the back is Brashy, and then well back is Red Chase with Il Sorbo, and Fire Oak as last as they start the run up the hill. 600 out now. Just Tommy is attacking Wayer's Delight, and they've raced away coming up the hill clear of Stylish Sensory. 4 Fun, Cremon Glaze, Surf Patrol, then Sensory Rain and Brashy, followed by Our Maniva and Just a Dancer. The 2 leaders are a mile in front coming around the corner. Wayer's Delight on the inside, just led Just Tommy, about 4 away Stylish Sensory under pressure, then 4 Fun, and some of these back markers will want to get moving. Just Tommy has raced to the lead at the 200 mark over Wayer's Delight, Stylish Sensory, and there's nothing coming out of the pack. It's all Just Tommy. 100 out, he's well clear of Stylish Sensory and 4 Fun, but Just Tommy always right on the pace, and he goes strongly to the line to beat Stylish Sensory. 4 Fun third, 4th is Brashy, then Just a Dancer, followed by Cremon Glaze, Sensory Rain, Our Maniva, well back Surf Patrol, Wayer's Delight weakened from Il Sorbo and Fire Oak, and last is Red Chase. Just Tommy is the winner of the Tui's Canterbury Cup, ridden by Chris Johnson. Number 4, he's going to pay $3 and $1.60. Stylish Sensory second to pay $2.60. And the third place getter? 9 will be third. 4 Fun, a place dividend of $5.90. And Just Tommy, ridden by Chris Johnson, was racing right up on the pace all the way, pinched a break as they turned for home, and looked to be unextended really over the last 50 metres to score well. Okay, we're going back now to the Gold Coast, and here's Ken Sutcliffe.
Welcome back to Surfers Paradise.
You call it a motorcycle, a real tank slapper. It went from one way to another way to another way. I mean, that was really, he was having to live to catch them up. We'll probably get a replay of that, and you will see a driver